I'm Ariane Delazier of Inspired to Style, and it's my personal mission to equip you with the knowledge and confidence you need to begin to trust your gut when it comes to styling your home. And today we're talking about investment pieces. By investment pieces, I'm talking about the big pieces of furniture that take up a huge portion of your budget and are critical to the functionality of your space. The best way to illustrate this is to think about a living room sofa. Many of us consider our living rooms to be the showcase pieces of our home, meaning they're usually the places that we're most likely to show off to our guests when they come over for a visit. Sadly, this means we tend to decorate for the people who live outside of our home instead of focusing on the people who live within. It's important to know who you are. This is absolutely critical before you invest in your pieces of furniture. So, ask yourself this important question. Are you decorating for yourself or for the Joneses? Sure, we want rooms that look good, and if we're honest, we want them to make our girlfriends just a little bit jealous too. But at the end of the day, your home should be your place for comfort, relaxation, and rejuvenation. So how do we get there? Well, we have a nice long conversation with ourselves and we figure out which of these two categories we fit into. Are we a buyer who likes to err on the side of caution, or are we someone who loves to live on the wild side? The way you approach your investment pieces relies heavily on the answers to those questions. Are you a safe buyer? If so, you probably tend to buy pieces that are timeless because you worry about things going out of style, and you're more comfortable with neutral color schemes. If that description fits you to a T, my recommendation is that you look for a sofa that has soft curves and rounded edges. When in doubt, ask the salesperson you're working with to point you to the traditional or transitional style sofas. You'll also want to choose a sofa in a neutral color palette. Tans, taupes, beiges, and even some shades of gray can be ideal options for the safe buyer. This is a great example of a traditional piece. Look at the texture, which is a linen, and look at the rolled arms. This would be ideal for someone who's a safe buyer because the color will make you feel comfortable, and then you can always punch in a little bit of geometric print or color to bring in a little bit of your wild side. Now, if you're an adventurous buyer, you prefer to buy pieces that are unique. You like taking risks, and you're comfortable with a bolder color palette. You're more likely to bring in patterns and textures as well. If that description fits you, I say embrace the adventurous side. Look for a sofa that pushes the envelope a bit in terms of color, shape, and even texture. Ask the salesperson to show you some contemporary pieces, or consider having transitional pieces reupholstered in a bolder color or a fun print. Now this might be a good option for the adventure seeker. You've got interesting lines and curves, a little bit of tufting and embellishment, beautiful luxurious velvet texture, and the color is not something that someone neutral or safe might pick. Remember, it's your home, so it should be a reflection of your personality. So forget the Joneses and make smart design decisions that reflect your personal style. Remember, there are more tips and bonus information on my website, www.inspiredtostyle.com. And subscribe to this channel so that you never miss one of my gut checks.